The National Electrical Code, or NEC, mandates specific bonding requirements for above-ground pools to ensure electrical safety. This is especially crucial for pools like Buster Crabbe models. Bonding is the process of connecting all metal parts of the pool together to create a continuous electrical path. This path helps to minimize potential differences and prevent electric shock. When electrical current enters the pool water, the bonding system provides a low impedance path for the current to flow back to the source, tripping the circuit breaker and cutting off the power. This protects anyone in or around the pool from electrical hazards. The inspector's advice is correct. All metal components must be bonded. The bonding procedure involves several key steps. Firstly, you must remove all resin caps from the metal beams and rods of the pool structure. These caps are often present to protect the metal from corrosion, but they need to be removed to create a direct electrical connection. Secondly, install a bonding lug on each metal beam or rod. A bonding lug is a metal connector specifically designed to provide a secure and reliable connection point for the bonding wire. Thirdly, connect each bonding lug to a copper bonding wire using bolts and nuts. The copper wire should be sized appropriately according to the NEC, typically an 8 American wire gauge or solid copper conductor, but always refer to the NEC tables for specific requirements. Ensure that all connections are tight and corrosion resistant. Extend the bonding wire to an approved grounding point. This could be a grounding rod driven into the earth near the pool or connection to the main electrical panel's grounding system. The grounding point provides a direct path to the earth, allowing any stray electrical current to safely dissipate. The NEC specifies that all metal parts of the pool structure, including the pool water itself, must be bonded. This includes metal ladders, handrails, and any other metal components that could become energized. The purpose of bonding the pool water is to equalize the electrical potential between the water and the surrounding metal parts, reducing the risk of electric shock. To bond the pool water, a solid 8 AWG copper bonding conductor is connected to a metal plate or screen submerged in the pool water. This creates an electrical connection between the water and the bonding system. The inspector's recommendation to bond every beam and rod is the safest and most compliant approach. Bonding every other beam might seem like a way to reduce the amount of work, but it could compromise the effectiveness of the bonding system. The NEC requires a continuous, low impedance path for electrical current, and skipping beams could introduce points of high resistance that could impede the flow of current. This could increase the risk of electric shock. It is strongly recommended to follow the inspector's instructions and bond every beam and rod on the pool. This will ensure the proper operation of the bonding system and the safety of pool users. The NEC also addresses the bonding of electrical equipment associated with the pool, such as pool pumps, filters, and heaters. These devices must be bonded to the pool's bonding system to ensure that any electrical faults are safely grounded. Typically, this involves connecting a bonding wire from the equipment's grounding lug to the pool's bonding grid. When installing electrical equipment near the pool, it is important to maintain the proper clearances from the water's edge. The NEC specifies minimum distances for receptacles, switches, and other electrical devices to prevent them from being splashed or submerged. This helps to reduce the risk of electric shock. The NEC also requires that all electrical circuits serving the pool area be protected by ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs. GFCIs are designed to detect even small amounts of current leakage and quickly shut off the power, preventing electric shock. GFCIs should be installed in all receptacles, switches, and other electrical devices within a certain distance of the pool. Regularly inspect the bonding system to ensure that all connections are tight and corrosion-free. Over time, connections can loosen or corrode, which can compromise the effectiveness of the bonding system. If you notice any signs of damage or corrosion, repair or replace the affected components immediately. Also, it is crucial to verify that all electrical equipment associated with the pool is properly grounded. Use a multimeter to check the continuity between the equipment's grounding lug and the grounding system. If there is no continuity, the equipment is not properly grounded and should be repaired or replaced. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to install and maintain the pool's bonding system. A qualified electrician has the knowledge, skills, and experience to ensure that the bonding system is installed correctly and meets all applicable codes and regulations. The NEC provides detailed requirements for bonding and grounding swimming pools, and it is important to understand these requirements to ensure the safety of pool users. The NEC is updated every 3 years, so it is important to stay up to date on the latest changes. Consulting with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector can help you to ensure that your pool's bonding system is compliant with the NEC and provides adequate protection against electric shock. When selecting bonding materials, it is important to choose those that are specifically designed for use in wet and corrosive environments. Copper bonding wire, bonding lugs, and connectors should be made of corrosion-resistant materials to prevent them from degrading over time. Also, it is important to use the correct size of bonding wire for the application. The NEC specifies the minimum size of bonding wire that must be used, and it is important to comply with these requirements. Using a smaller wire than required could compromise the effectiveness of the bonding system. In addition to bonding, grounding is another important aspect of electrical safety for swimming pools. Grounding is the process of connecting electrical equipment to the earth to provide a path for fault current to flow. This helps to protect against electric shock and prevent electrical fires. The NEC requires that all electrical equipment associated with the pool be properly grounded. This includes pool pumps, filters, heaters, and lighting fixtures. The grounding system typically consists of a grounding electrode, such as a grounding rod, and a grounding conductor that connects the equipment to the grounding electrode. It is important to ensure that the grounding system is properly installed and maintained to provide adequate protection against electrical hazards. Regular inspections of the grounding system are essential to ensure that all connections are tight and corrosion-free. Over time, connections can loosen or corrode, which can compromise the effectiveness of the grounding system. If you notice any signs of damage or corrosion, repair or replace the affected components immediately. It is also important to verify that the grounding electrode is properly installed and that it provides a low resistance path to the earth. You can use a ground resistance meter to measure the resistance of the grounding electrode. If the resistance is too high, you may need to install additional grounding electrodes to improve the grounding system. The pool water itself can become a conductor of electricity if it is contaminated with minerals or chemicals. This can increase the risk of electric shock. To minimize this risk, it is important to maintain proper water chemistry and to avoid using excessive amounts of chemicals. It is also important to regularly test the pool water for electrical conductivity. If the conductivity is too high, you may need to take steps to reduce the amount of minerals or chemicals in the water. In addition to bonding and grounding, there are other electrical safety measures that you can take to protect against electric shock around swimming pools. These include installing ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, on all electrical circuits serving the pool area, maintaining proper clearances between electrical equipment and the water's edge, and avoiding the use of extension cords near the pool. GFCIs are designed to detect even small amounts of current leakage and quickly shut off the power, preventing electric shock. They should be installed in all receptacles, switches, and other electrical devices within a certain distance of the pool. Maintaining proper clearances between electrical equipment and the water's edge is also important to prevent accidental contact with electricity. The NEC specifies minimum distances for receptacles, switches, and other electrical devices to prevent them from being splashed or submerged. Avoiding the use of extension cords near the pool is another important safety measure. Extension cords can be easily damaged or frayed, which can increase the risk of electric shock. If you need to use electrical equipment near the pool, use a properly grounded and waterproof power cord. When working with electricity around swimming pools, it is important to take all necessary precautions to protect yourself from electric shock. Wear rubber-soled shoes and gloves and avoid working in wet conditions. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, hire a qualified electrician to perform the work. Remember, electricity and water can be a dangerous combination, so it is important to take all necessary precautions to ensure your safety and the safety of others. Regular maintenance of the pool's electrical system is essential to ensure its continued safety and reliability. This includes inspecting the bonding and grounding systems, testing GFCIs, and checking for any signs of damage or corrosion. A qualified electrician can perform these inspections and make any necessary repairs or replacements. By taking these steps, you can help to ensure that your swimming pool is a safe and enjoyable place to relax and have fun. Bonding every metal component is the best practice. Any shortcuts can lead to dangerous consequences. Following the inspector's instructions ensures compliance with local codes and regulations. These codes are in place to protect people from potential electrical hazards. Staying informed about electrical safety practices is crucial for pool owners. Regular updates and training can help prevent accidents. Consulting with experts and staying current with industry standards is always advisable. The safety of pool users should be the top priority. Implementing all recommended safety measures ensures a secure environment for everyone. The National Electrical Code provides a comprehensive set of guidelines for electrical installations. Adhering to these guidelines minimizes risks and promotes safety. Proper bonding and grounding are essential components of a safe pool environment. Neglecting these aspects can lead to severe electrical hazards.